If you play Rivals and you want to dominate every single one of your games, you're in the right place. Because in this video, I go over 5 tips ranging from how to pick the best loadout to improving your aim and movement. So whether you're new to the game or a sweaty tryhard, here are 5 tips you should know that will be the difference between winning and losing. Alright, tip number 1 is to pick a good loadout. Now obviously before you play any game in Rivals, you're first gonna need to pick weapons. So it's really important for you to pick good weapons to increase your chances of winning. So my default loadout, my go-to loadout is Assault Rifle, Exogun. Now I know Exogun is a paid item, but an alternative, a free-to-play item is Uzi. My melee weapon, I usually choose Katana. I sometimes switch to Sight. My go-to gear is Medkit. Medkit absolutely stomps every other gear. So if you don't have Medkit, I recommend Grenade or Molotov, but try and get Medkit if you can. It's literally way better than every other gear. Yep, just to start off, this is my default loadout, because if you have a bad loadout, then you already lost like half the battle, like your guns are doo-doo. You can pick other guns, obviously. You can pick stuff like Sniper if it's like a long-range map. For Assault Rifle, I usually use Assault Rifle on like Arena. You can use Shotgun if it's like the back rooms or like a tight map. You can choose Paintball Gun if you want to spend Robux on it, but I think Assault Rifle is a bit better. You don't have to like copy exactly what I do, but I recommend choosing Exogun or Uzi. Just pick a good loadout. That's literally the first thing you do in game or before a match is you pick weapons. This is a very important tip. Tip number 2 is movement and how to have good movement. First thing I want to tell you guys to do is learn how to slide jump. So slide jumping is basically sliding like this and then jumping and just spamming it like this to like move faster. When you walk forward like this, it's really slow. So everyone just slide jumps to like move a bit faster. Move better, it's like harder to hit. So again, slide jump like this. Slide jumping is good. You need to learn how to slide jump just to like move everywhere, move faster, to juke bullets, shoot people, all that stuff. Slide jumping is like the basis of your movement and you need to learn how to do it. Another tip I want to give you about slide jumping, go to settings, go to your hotkeys and scroll down to slide. So the default should be empty. So when you first play the game and you didn't like mess with your settings yet, the slide should be empty. I'm gonna give you a life hack. So if you press this and then you click the shift button, now your slide will be your shift. Before you configure your settings, to slide jump, you need to press C and then jump, and like it's kind of awkward for my hands. So I like to like configure it and put on shift. I just have to click shift with my pinky and then I instantly slide. What else? Some other good movement tech and a really powerful way to move is to use sight. As you may know, the sight can like dash in a direction like that. It's really good in honestly any map, because with your sight, like you can be mid-fight, like I'm shooting someone and you just dash up like this. A really good thing about the sight is the cooldown is insanely fast. Like after I use it, you can see like the cooldown is like really fast and you can use it again after like this. It's really good. So that's another movement tech. The chainsaw. The chainsaw is another good melee movement weapon to have. So again, you can hold right click on the chainsaw and you go super fast. And why I put this in movement is because if there's a ramp in your map like the arena, you can chainsaw up here like this and then boom. You move like super fast, and again with the chainsaw you can run away really fast. You slide jump with it. Another movement technique is grenade jumping or nade jumping, and it's basically where you like you wait for your grenade to explode and then you slide jump like this, and it kind of boosts you like that. I personally don't think it's that good, because if you use grenade, you can't use medkit, use grenade. It takes up the gear spot. I would prefer medkit over grenade. Subspace trip mine, so you place a trip mine down and you just slide jump over it, and then it flings you really high. And then, yeah, if you want high ground, you can do that. Another good movement technique to have, jiggle peeking. You just click A and D on your keyboard to move left and right, right? If my opponent is like this yellow person, you want to like jiggle like this sometimes. Usually you don't want to be out in the open against like, especially good players, because they're going to beam you, right? So you want to use the map to your advantage, and you want to just jiggle like this. You won't really get punished for it, because like you're not out all the way and he won't shoot you, just jiggle like really fast like this, and now you know where they are. That's also a really good movement technique that I don't think many people talk about, is jiggle peeking. So yeah, I think that's it for movement. I kind of like yapped a lot there. Need water. Alright, tip number 3 is something called quick melee and quick utility. So what I mean by quick melee, you can see on the bottom right of my screen, you can see the quick melee is F, right? So if you click F, and let's just say I'm holding my gun, my katana, slices them. So it's a quick way to use your melee. So let's just say I'm fighting someone, he's 1 HP, I have no ammo. Quick melee. Why I put this as a tip is because because when you're mid-fight, you can actually quick melee with the katana or scythe. I'm only gonna focus on the katana or scythe because those are the two main ones with quick melee. So let's just say I'm in a fight, and they're shooting me, right? You can actually quick melee and then right click at the same, or right after, to like use your deflect ability on the katana. And there's no way they're gonna stop like shooting you in time, and they're gonna like deal damage to themselves. And this also works with the scythe. So again, the scythe ability, when you right click it, is you dash, right? So let's just say I'm shooting someone, bam, 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 bam. I want to reposition, or I want to like move somewhere else. Boom, hit the high ground. You can do that. Now, I'm gonna talk about quick utility. So let's say I'm fighting my opponent, right? And he damaged me, and I want to heal. As you can see on the bottom right, quick utility is my G button. So I want to click my G button. Boom, insta heal. While I hold out my gun, I heal, and now I can continue fighting. And yeah, that's how you quick melee and quick utility. Alright, tip number 4 is reload. Now you may be wondering, Yeki, what can you tell me about reload? Reload, you just press R, right? You shoot, press R? Nah, listen to me, bro. Hear me out. So there's actually a quicker way to reload. So let's just say I'm shooting and I want to reload because I'm low on ammo. So the regular way is this, right? You want to wait like the whole reload animation like that, and then I can shoot again. But no. The better way to reload is I'm gonna shoot, right? I'm gonna reload, and once I'm halfway, boom, I can switch out like this. So I'm gonna shoot again, shooting, reload. After the first animation, boom, re-equip your gun. And you don't have to like wait for the full reload time. And this is how you reload faster. Something else about reload, I'm just gonna put this in tip number 4, is when you're fighting people, that you run out of ammo, right? Sometimes you don't have to wait for your reload to finish. Sometimes you don't even want to reload. If I don't have any ammo, switch to your secondary gun, bro. This is why you have a secondary gun. Another tip related to reloading, you can hear when they reload. So if someone's reloading their gun, especially with sniper, I'm like a nerd when they use snipers, so I actually count their sniper shots. I can hear they're reloading, and I know sniper only has 5 shots. So push people when they're reloading, because obviously you want to push when they have no ammo, because they can't shoot you, right? And usually the secondary weapon is like not as good as the primary. So push people when they're on reload, so if they're reloading, you hear it, you can sometimes push them and you might catch them off guard. Tip number 5 is how to get good aim. Now, many people question how to improve your aim in Rivals, and that is to play the game as much as possible. If you play the game more, you're only gonna like, it's gonna make sense for you to get better, right? If you play the game a lot, you're gonna get better. That's just common sense. If you worry about your streak or something, or you worry about losing your win rate, use an ult, bro. Just make an ult account and spam the global matchmaking 1v1. That's what I do. I literally spam 1v1s on an ult sometimes. Sometimes I do it on my main, but I made an ult just to spam 1v1s on, and that's how I stay like decent at the game, and this is how you improve. Now, I know people like grind streaks in public servers, they play against like noobs. Sometimes I do that, I will admit. I don't always play matchmaking. I will admit I'd sometimes go on public servers when I don't feel like trying and I want to like grind my streak or something, but if you want to actually get better at the game and get better aim, you want to spam matchmaking 1v1s. And I'm actually gonna risk my streak and do that right now. So hopefully I don't play against like Thanos and I don't lose my streak, but we'll see. I'll try and implement all the tips I used into this 1v1. So I pick arena, so I can pick a good loadout. As you can hear, he has sniper. Before I even pick my loadout, I can counter him with katana. So he has sniper, so again you can hear it before you even pick your loadout, which is a good tip to have. I use katana against sniper usually. He has sight, so you know he's gonna go up. Oh, my aim is dying right now. So again, you saw me quick utility there for a fast heal while I was holding my gun. So I'm here. Boom. I'm gonna show you what quick meleeing. Boom. So again, you saw me katana him while like holding my gun out. That's quick meleeing. You just click F and then you right click right after. And yeah, that is how you win the game. And I also do the quick reload. Like I don't even think it's like second nature to me now. Like I don't even realize when I do it. So let's say I reload. I'm gonna click 2 and then 1 like this, and I already have my bullets. Quick melee. Boom. See, he shot my katana, he did damage to himself. It's like hard to tell for the opponent, like when to stop shooting and stuff. So I'm gonna show you how to scythe up. It's a really good thing to do, especially in arena. So off spawn, off rip, boom, right click. Exogun. As you can see, I ran out of ammo on my assault rifle, so I moved to Exogun and I just killed it. Next game, I'm gonna try and demonstrate all the tips again. So I'm gonna show you the scythe again. What is it? Tanker EXE Pro. I'm playing Tanker EXE Pro, bro. So off rip, you can quick melee up here too. Oh nah, bro. Oh no, I'm using the counter. He is sniper. Oh, I fucked up my tracking there. Oh my, I just barely won that, bro. But yeah, he's getting the high ground. The high ground is usually good when you're pushing. When I play sniper, I usually play up close. Oh, he got sniper though. Oh, he almost killed me with the sight. So with the sight, you can actually slash people at the end of the dash, which is really OP. So you did 50 damage to me there. I'm just quick melee. Quick melee. Bam, beam. So the high ground is good. Boom, quick melee. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna use katana again. I'm gonna show you the quick melee on this again. He did damage to himself, and then after he does damage to himself, you just push him out because you know he's lower HP than you. He's literally doing damage to himself. It's literally punishing good aim. Katana is so broken, it literally punishes good aim. Where is he? He's gonna side push him. Boom. Look, he did 60 damage to himself or something. He did like 60 damage, I think even more. I just slid against the wall. What the heck? I guess that's a thing. You can like slide against the wall. Those are the 5 tips getting a good loadout: movement, melee, and quick utility, reloading, and aim. I think those are 5 really important tips that you guys should master to get good at the game. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed these 5 tips, and I'll see you guys in the next video.